Rent in the LA area is sky high, but now we're hearing a landlord is charging close to $2,000 to live in a trailer park. CBS 2's Amy Johnson is live in Highland Park with a look at why it's so pricey, Amy.
Well, many of the rental markets have started to stabilize, Pat, but if you're looking to rent in a hip, trendy area, well, prices are still climbing, and that has plenty of folks here in Highland Park looking for tiny houses. But, you can't always be thinking tiny house means tiny price, but take a look. They've had so many people inquiring about these tiny houses that they decided to hold an open house when the units aren't even quite ready to be rented. Claudia Montoya is hosting an open house. The Keller Williams realtor couldn't wait to show off some of LA's newest tiny homes.
Highland Park is growing, it's evolving, it's very expensive, and they just needed to fit more space.
The 7 new tiny houses are nestled in Highland Park's Herman district.
It's fun, it's young. A lot of the old things have been made new again.
But the tiny stops at the price tag, $1,800 a month for 400 square feet of living.
You see certain areas not as much. You maybe see a 5%, but in Highland Park you're still seeing like maybe a 10 to 12% month over month.
They sit on the historic Monterey Park trailer site that dates back to 1923, which means the owners were limited. Plans to build apartments or condos went right out the window.
Didn't realize what we were getting into. Never owned a trailer park, never had to deal with historical, anything like that, and after going through a lot of the battles and the blood, sweat, and tears on here, we finally got to the point now where we think it's now coming to what we thought it would be.
Anthony Santillo and 2 partners own the nearly 2 acres and the 5 houses, 22 trailers, and now 7 tiny houses that are on the site.
Under the guidelines of the park model, they have to be under 400 square feet.
I think that they're pretty nice. Kind of beautifies the neighborhood a little bit.
But Franklin Lewis, who lives next door, says he won't be moving in.
Not for me, a little too small.
But these realtors predict plenty of renters will gladly move in and pay the price.
A lot of people said, oh, I can't believe it's $1,800, but I would say maybe that's 10%. 90% of people who are actually looking say, wow, this is amazing. How do I get this? And have been calling nonstop for applications.
Now, Montoya says that she rented a 1,200 square foot home here in Highland Park for $4,200 a month. So as you can see, plenty of people want to live here. In fact, she says for that home, she got 5 applications the first day. So certainly a desirable area.
We'll have to ask Amy when we see you in person.